Hey, welcome aboard to this special bonus episode of the School of Podcasting. I'm your host, Dave Jackson from theschoolofpodcasting.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are hearing this, it's because you are a subscriber to theschoolofpodcasting.com. Now, if you don't know how to subscribe, but you know what? You do, because you're not hearing this unless you're a subscriber. I'm putting this out on Libsyn, and it's not on my website. So it's something you can do with Libsyn. Of course, Libsyn, Libsyn.com. Use the coupon code SOP free to get a free month. But I'm here today not to talk about Libsyn, but to talk about International Podcast Day. It is the 27th of September as I record this. And on the 30th is International Podcast Day. As I look at their website, internationalpodcastday.com, they've got some cool things. If you go over and click on the giant promotional material button on the right-hand side, there's a video, there's an audio promo. Let's throw that in here, shall we?
International Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.
They've also got images over there for Facebook. So if you have a favorite podcaster, there's actually a button there that says, in appreciation for International Podcast Day, thank you for everything. So you can send that out over Twitter or Facebook. All sorts of graphics, things of that nature. And if you want some swag, you want an International Podcast Day t-shirt, they've got hats, they've got t-shirts for men and ladies. Check it out again at internationalpodcastday.com. But they've got a whole lineup of speakers. And starting on Friday, because you got to realize the 30th, this is a global situation. And so they'll have live speakers. Just go to internationalpodcastday.com/live. And it's tons of free information from great speakers. I know Evo Terra. I've known Evo forever. Danny Pena, Daniel J. Lewis, and a bunch of new people. Gary Leland is going to be there. Todd Cochran. And I'm excited. Dave Lee, of course, Dave and Steve Lee. Thanks to both those guys for putting this on. Miss Eileen is going to be speaking. And John Lee Dumas, you name it, they're going to be there. And you might be saying, Dave, why aren't you speaking? I have literally dropped the ball on International Podcast Day this year. And that's why I want to put out this bonus episode. Now, can I really pull back Bernie says he's happy. He's excited about International Podcast Day. And I know, Bernie, shut up. But here's the other cool thing about this is I'm putting this out as a bonus episode. So if you've upgraded to iOS 11 on your iPhone, this is going to show up a little different, and I want to see what it is. So one way to do it is just to do it. So I've got more news about free things you can do with podcasting right after this. Weather. If you stick your arm outside the window right now, I'm going to assume that the weather is very similar to the temperature and climate that it was this time last year. Now, what I want to talk about is I know it's hot, Bernie. Podcast Success Summit. I actually kicked off this online virtual event. You can find it at schoolofpodcasting.com/PSS. And I kicked it off with two lovely ladies, Jessica Kupferman and Elsie Escobar. And I see a lot of friends here, Addie Saucedo, Colin Gray from Podcraft. And I know Matthew Passy from Pod to Pod is going to be there, Daniel J. Lewis. And who am I forgetting here? Dave Lee. If you just can't get enough International Podcasting Day, you can see Dave over there. Nick Loper from the Side Hustle Show. That's a cool show. Hanny Mora from, in this case, he's going to be talking about repurpose.io. A lot of really cool speakers. And the way this works is you basically can watch this live. And then if you want to get the presentations, there is a fee for that if you want to watch it later. So check it out again, schoolofpodcasting.com/PSS. And be sure to say thank you to all your listeners on International Podcast Day. That is September 30th. It actually starts on Friday. Check it out again at internationalpodcastday.com. I'll see you on Monday with a new episode of The School of Podcasting. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you then.